I want to welcome everybody to the presentation today. This is Robert Burns here in the Seattle area, and we will get this party started. So what I wanted to start with, this is a tool that is a very powerful and useful tool for anybody in the crypto market. This is a freebie worth the price of admission right here. If you don't already have this tool, you'll really like it, I'm sure. It's something that will help you get a quick grasp of what's going on in the market. So I'm going to send this out via chat right now. And what this is a tool called Crypto Bubbles. What is Crypto Bubbles? This is a heat map, and what we're looking at is crypto market over the last year. So you can see that there's some big winners, and there's lots of red in the market since the beginning, or over the last year. Now what I want to show you is if we go to the last month. And the last month, of course, is even a bit more red, more dominant as far as most of the coins have taken a pretty significant haircut. Here is the last week. Kind of more of a mixed bag over the last week, which is good. Hopefully we're finding at or near the bottom here. That's desirable. And here it is over the last day. And again, kind of a mixed bag. Lots of, even though it's not bright red, there's lots of, these ones that are this burgundy color, that means that they're down. When you look at any of these coins, you can click on this tool, you click the coin, and you can see the graph that is related to the coin. So for instance, this coin, Theta, looks like it's taken a pretty significant haircut over the last day and then moved back up again. So very, very useful tool to gauge any particular crypto and also to look at the markets as a whole. And so what you're seeing here is, you also have access to Coin Market Cap, which is also one of the links I sent out to you. These are tools, guys, that are just very, very handy to start doing research on what's going on in the marketplace. In other words, if you're going to be trading, it's important to be aware of what's happening in the market. One of the other tools that I sent over to you is something called the Fear and Greed Index. What's that? The Fear and Greed Index is an index that measures those two emotions in the market. In other words, if the market is greedy, probably a good time to think about setting some of your money aside, being a seller, putting it into safer assets. In other words, when it's greedy, that's a time to be fearful. When the market is fearful, that may be a time to be greedy. Now, nobody ever knows where the actual bottom is or the actual top. In retrospect, we can look back and determine that, but to be able to see that, right away, this, however, is a gauge that allows us to monitor fear and greed in the market. And you see right now at 11, it's a fairly fearful market. And as you see down here, it says, can be a sign that investors are too worried. This could be a buying opportunity. Personally, I think it is. But that's just my personal opinion. You need to do your own research and determine if you concur with that. This is a tool that will help you gauge it. 11, by the way, is a pretty low number. The lowest I've ever seen was 8, and that was in the last 2 months. So the market clearly looks like it's entering bearish territory, as it continues to stay down, and it's testing support levels. So these are tools, as you see, I put in there Crypto Bubbles, Fear and Greed Index, Coin Market Cap, and CoinGecko. These are very useful tools for your crypto toolbox. I would encourage you to click the links before you leave the webinar today, and that will give you then the ability to favorite place these tools. These are tools that are used by many, many people in the crypto space. Now, what I'd like to jump into first is our income disclaimer. I'd like to have you get a snapshot of this, a screenshot of this, because it's a very important thing to do things properly. We're not financial advisors, and so there is no guarantee of any level of success or income from anything that we're going to show you. There's kind of the punchline, and you can read the disclaimer here. I won't read it to you, but this is an important document to maintain regulatory compliance. Now, where are you from? what country are you from, and what are you here to find out about? If you can type that in chat for me, that would be great. I'll just wait here a moment. Just go find your chat if you haven't already found that. I'm going to get you another thing to put in for our tool set, tools for your toolbox. But if you would let me know where you're from, what country, and what you're here to find out about. Okay, United Arab Emirates, terrific. Welcome. And NK, what are you here to find out about? Get this over where I can see it a little more readily. Okay. Definitely we will get into that topic, how to create wealth and be financially independent. Great great question and great area of interest. Nigeria to learn about passive income. Terrific. Thank you, Techno. Appreciate that. A little bit about me for those that don't know me. My name is Robert Burns. I'm 64 years old here in the Seattle, Washington area in the northwest of the USA. Rainy Seattle, Washington. I'm beginning to wonder if we're going to have summer or not. This year has been pretty wet. There's a reason these trees are this big. My family is my wife, Anna. Our kids are Alexandra and Robbie. Both are adults. Flown the nest. However, Alex is back here visiting us for a month and a half, 2 months from Romania. So we're excited about that. Anna and Alexandra are from Romania originally. And for fun, I'm into fly fishing and playing the bass guitar. My professional resume is one that consists of commercial investment real estate, both brokering it and investing in it rather. Forex I've been in since, and the real estate stuff I've been doing since mid 80s. I love real estate and always will be involved in real estate. Since the mid 80s, 1986 is actually when I got into commercial real estate. And Forex I've been involved with since 2004, both manual trading and automated trading. More recently, mainly do automated trading these days. And that's something that we'll touch on today. And then crypto I've been involved with since 2017. And crypto is really kind of my darling asset class. It's got some elements to it that go beyond just making money into this idea called freedom. And freedom, and having passive income that comes in from something like that's pretty cool. Also, if you're here from United Arab Emirates, India, and the others in the room here that are here, any country outside of the USA, basically, chances are good you found us through internet marketing and team building. And I'll touch on how this can help you if you choose to engage in our business here. Because internet marketing is really powerful. It makes the world a very small place in a hurry. Here's what we're going to go over today. Curated education geared toward earning, harnessing passive income from multiple sources and convenience. Curated. What does that word mean? That to me means that instead of having to figure out where all of this information is, that's the kind that most people want, people that are really good at narrowing in on and zeroing in on the information that most people really want to get their hands on and get it to them quickly and make it in a way that they can digest easily. We'll also show you how you can make money if you choose to engage as an affiliate, how you can make immediate cash flow, how you can make a lot of money quickly. And, when people come to this party of how do I make passive income, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's that reality check, because it's not really bad news. It just is what it is. There's an expression that I have been aware of for many years, and you probably are too. It takes money to make money, right? You probably have heard that. It's a truism. It's a truism in real estate. It's a truism in Forex and crypto and stocks and commodities and whatever asset you may be involved with. You have to have money to make money. So one of the reality checks, if somebody says, hey man, I got $100 and I want to make passive income, my first comment is you need to have really more than that to have a meaningful number. Now what is meaningful to any individual? That's very personal and very subjective. But the general rule is people that have a lot of time don't have maybe a lot of money. The people that have a lot of money often don't have a lot of time. So the ones that have money, they're interested often in earning more money. You know, shocker, I know, surprise, surprise. They want to make more money with their money. The ones that have time don't necessarily have the asset, but they have the drive and the get up and go in some cases where they really want to get after it and make the money to have the money then working for them. We'll show you how to do both of those, and depending on what your situation is, it may be a mix of the two. In other words, you can have your money working, you can also be earning a lot more of it quickly as an affiliate. And I touched on this early in the webinar, but this is something it bears repeating right now. This gentleman is the 5th richest guy in the world, numero 5, and he was higher than that. He's moved down a little bit. Don't feel too badly for him. So he's got more money than, well, it's something like $120 billion. I mean, the guy just, it's like he prints money. But his quote I'm really fond of: "Be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful." It really is important to keep this in mind, because when you look at the fear and greed index right now, remember, be greedy when others are fearful. Now, have we found the bottom? Don't know. Nobody really knows. But we're approaching it probably, and the idea is that if you have a very high level of fear, it probably is a good time to be a buyer, meaning you make money when you purchase, you realize that gain when you sell. Okay? You make money when you buy, you realize it when you sell. So, you know, if you're buying it at or near the bottom, maybe not perfectly at the bottom, but if at or near the bottom, would you potentially have the opportunity to earn quite a bit of money as the market moves up? Yes. And while we're on Buffett, here's an interesting quote. This is Buffett's words in 2018. And what I want to show you is how much the crypto market has changed since 2017 when I got involved, in today, 5 years later. 5 years later, or 4 years later, Warren Buffett was saying this in 2018: worthless, rat poison squared, delusion. Those were his words. Here's what Buffett did this year, weeks ago. He put $1 billion in a Brazilian crypto bank, a bank that lends crypto. The article's in Fortune if you want to look it up. But he may not be saying it, but his actions are saying it loud and clear. He's done an about face apparently on crypto. Same thing with Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. Stay away from Bitcoin. 2017, 2018. Today, not going to talk about Bitcoin anymore. Why? Because he's kind of eating his words. His bank and the subsidiary companies of JP Morgan Chase all are heavily invested in crypto. Huh. How about when you go to sporting events, and sporting events here in the North American area, I'm in the U.S. The Super Bowl is our big sporting event. It's big worldwide, but it's especially big in North America. Maybe that for you is the round football, the soccer ball, you know, what everybody other than North America calls football, soccer. Maybe it's at the soccer event. Maybe it's at Formula One. Maybe it's at the tennis championships. All over the world, we're seeing a huge amount of adoption or advertising of crypto. On the Super Bowl, FTX advertised on the Super Bowl with Larry David, a very popular star. Coinbase put an ad on there. They said, if you don't have a Coinbase account, you scan our barcode, we're going to hand you $15. Thanks for coming. It was so popular, it crashed their server. Crypto.com has hired the likes of Matt Damon and people of his stature in Hollywood. Crypto.com, these guys are spending money like drunken sailors. I mean, look at this. They put their name on what used to be called Staples Center. This cost $700 million to get their name on there. Now, mind you, not buying the real estate, just to get their branding on there. Why are they doing this? Why are all these companies, you know, the Super Bowl cost $7 million for 30 seconds. $14 million for a full minute. I mean, let that sink in. This is serious money, and they're just throwing it at the audience worldwide. It's not unique to North America. I was watching a Formula One, I just noticed in a Formula One race, you know, the panels along the raceway, Crypto.com on all of them. Just amazing expenditures. Why are they doing this? Why are they expending this kind of money? I submit we are seeing crypto become mainstream right before our eyes. Yes, there's a dip. Yes, there's a downturn right now. But that's again, if you look at the long term, over time, what you see with the crypto market is these happen. We have mountains, we have valleys, we have mountains, we have valleys, and they repeat over and over and over again. The money is made actually right now when you buy into the valley and then it goes up and the ride is up. That's what the pros do. The beginners, they panic and they run for the door, but you have to have the intestinal fortitude to stick around when it is finding the bottom. And when you do, and you can put money into it right now, you're going to do very well. Now, who plays at the crypto.com arena? Well, the LA Clippers, boxing, and the LA Lakers. This fella here and his team play there, and he and his son are one of they're the spokespeople for crypto.com. They were on the Super Bowl. And again, when you keep in mind $700 million to get their name there, not only the real estate, just to get their name, their branding on that facility. And, when you see things like that, you see Facebook changing their name to Metaverse, El Salvador adapting Bitcoin as legal tender, people like Musk and Tesla making crypto available to purchase their products and services. Guys, these are all clues. It's happening with or without any of us on this webinar today. It is going to happen. The question is, do you have your surfboard in front of the tidal wave? Because the tidal wave is happening, again, with or without any of us. Do you have your surfboard positioned to maximize that? Now, how do you get information typically? Well, you can find stuff on TV. You can find stuff at the university. Neither one of those sounds like real high quality. Well, maybe the university is, but certainly not convenient to, go to a university. Maybe you have rich friends that, would be willing to actually take the time and energy to explain how they're doing things to earn money in crypto. The one, however, most people would use these days is YouTube, isn't it? In other words, you go to YouTube, and what's the challenge with YouTube? Because it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? You get on YouTube, it's like, how do you sort out the quality from the junk? And if you figure that out, please let me know, because I haven't figured that out. There's a lot of junk on YouTube. What we do differently, and let me show you before I get into that. These are some of the areas that we want to provide education on to help people earn passive income from DeFi, from yield farming, from staking, from meme coins, from NFTs, from crypto lending, crypto and Forex trading automation, liquidity mining, and a whole lot more. Manual trading. For those that really want to roll up their sleeves in both crypto and Forex. And, and that's not for everybody. But something in here is going to cover most bases. In other words, there's something in here that you go, ooh, I really like that. I really like the sound of that. That fits me. And maybe there's a few of them that that's the response that you'll have. Also, how do you allocate your assets so that you figure out a good roadmap, a good plan for yourself to make sure that anytime something happens in the market, your fort is strong. Your defensive walls are strong. So you don't have the possibility of being taken out by anything. You may have a little damage now and then as the market drops in certain parts of the market, but not broad-based. That's a very important thing. You'll see us get into that as well. Who is providing the information is a fellow named Wayne Marcel. And Wayne Marcel is a professional educator. He's a crypto coach. He goes by the name Blockchain Wayne. He's an author of a book called From No Crypto to No Crypto. There's a podcast of the same name. But what he's most famous for is something called the Miami Crypto Experience. It's one of the largest events in crypto in the whole world. Actually, at one of his most recent events, over 15,000 people were there. This guy is a rock star in the crypto world, and we're so pleased to have him as our lead educator because he's recognized literally internationally as one of the very best. He and his team are who is providing the education to our clientele. And he only, outside of the Miami Crypto Experience, which, by the way, in the fall, we're nailing down the venue in Las Vegas. It will be, we believe, in early October. That will be our real official kickoff for this company. Now, with that in mind, and when you look at this education that's delivered in the system, you see something that if there's a talent that there is a talent that Wayne has and his team have, it's taking the complex and making it so that people can get their brain around it readily. In other words, they don't have to be nuclear physicists to understand the information. It's simple. It's explain, anybody can take simple and make it complex. Anybody can do that. That's not real talent. That's actually going the other direction. Take the complex and make it simple. That's real talent. These guys have that. These guys do that. So we're very excited about this relationship with Wayne and his crew. The only people that they work with outside of Miami Crypto Experience is us. In fact, we're going to be one of the featured companies at that kickoff event for us in Las Vegas. It will be in October. So we don't have the venue nailed down yet, but that will come shortly. Now, getting into our classes, how this is delivered, there are 4 different phases. Phase 1 is basic education, phase 2 is intermediate education, phase 3 is advanced education, and phase 4 is professional level. So what are some examples of some of the things, and you see this delivered here in this manner, where we've got the basic as 3 packages. This is $200, by the way, just to get the elephant out of the room. The next 3 are $900 more, so all 6, $1,100. Plus the gas and the smart contract fees. And then they go up from there. These 3 are $700, $1,000, and $1,200. This is getting into some advanced topics, really rolling up your sleeves. For instance, with trading, this is manual trading skills. Not for everybody, but for those that really want to take their game to the next level, yes. Non-fungible tokens here in the professional level, play to earn, full course, and then the final mastermind. This one is yet to be defined completely. This is coming, and so what you're seeing is a company that I first heard about literally a year ago in June of 21. One of my good friends, Tuan Nguyen, is one of the co-founders, and he mentioned this idea and the vision and the roadmap, and I was excited about it because one of the things that I saw out in the marketplace, I was very actively marketing between the time I heard about it and knowing it was going to take a while to incubate, and it did. It took about 9 months, coincidentally, and then was born in February. And in the meantime, I was marketing an automated crypto trading robot, and a good product, a very good robot. But for a lot of people, this robot was way over their head. Okay, way over their head. In other words, I have internet marketing skills and so forth. So I had the ability to enroll a fair number of people there and talk to a ton of people in that period of time. And the common theme, and I don't care what country they're from. If they're from the USA, they're from Canada, they're from Nigeria, they're from Ghana, they're from Romania, they're from Malaysia. It doesn't matter where they are. Here's what the common theme was. They all, and that's a word I'm careful about using, all of them needed better education. It was kind of a situation where they'd come and they'd say, "Whoo, I want automated trading." It's like if you were the flight instructor in a flight school, and I came to you and I said, "Hey, Peters. Hey, Olesigan. Hey, Nandish. Hey, Male Malibangwe." I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. "Hey, John. Hey, Clint. Some of our audience here. I want to learn how to fly. And I really want to fly a plane. I want to get right in a fighter jet right now. Let me in the fighter jet, the F-18. And you as the instructor would probably go, uh-oh, we got a problem, right? In other words, somebody that has no business being in a fighter jet is often trying to hop in the cockpit of a fighter jet without having the fundamentals in place, the basics and all the things necessary to really, to if they want to be a fighter pilot, terrific, but there's some prerequisites in place. And I don't think it's a bad metaphor, because people getting into automated trading that don't know what a wallet is or haven't worked through the basics of crypto, they really, that's a pretty tall order, to get involved in automated crypto trading and not having any real reference point. So what you'll see here is something that is a foundational thing. Put the foundation in place before you start to build the house, is really what we're addressing here. And that's something that is a really important thing, and this company is set up to do that properly and to do that well. So here again is the basic set. This literally takes you from the very beginning. The first package is $30. And you can do these incrementally if you want. You want to get involved and just test the water? Test the water with $30. test the water with $200. If your resources are such that $200, for a lot of places in the world, $200 for you and your spouse for a meal, that's a meal. Certainly where we are around here, it's hard to walk out the door at a good restaurant without spending $200. Now, that changes depending on where you are in the world. I know that. My wife is Romanian. We go to Romania frequently, and prices are different there. So whatever your number that is a comfort level, but you can start incrementally and you can work your way up also. You can start with a $30 package, and then as you progress and as your resources are such, you can move your way through the process. Each of these packages also has a community tied to it. Okay, and we'll get into that a little bit later, what that means in the compensation plan if you choose to engage in the affiliate aspect of what we do. But these are the packages. The second one is taking action. You've gotten some of your basics in place, your security, getting your wallet in place, getting your cryptocurrency wallets. And then the third one is an introduction to the areas of NFTs, play to earn gaming, how to research projects, blockchain consensus methods, token types, tokenomics, income possibilities, and crypto staking, mining, launchpads. Then in the intermediate area, you start to get into much more detail about this. In other words, how to define how to really get the right mindset in this business, which is a really key part of any investing and trading, is your mindset. Number 5 is now they're starting to get into using automated trading, crypto and forex markets. But notice you're not hopping in the cockpit of the F-18 before going through the basics. You want to go through the basics first, then start to work your way up as your skills improve. Number 6 is DeFi Deep Dive. This is a really hot area. Decentralized finance, which is short for that, is DeFi. This is something that is red hot. The advanced, the advanced series is diversifying with nodes, mining, proof of stake blockchains, then getting into crypto trading, not automated. This is like manual, where you can make the most money is manual trading, but it also requires the most skills because you can also be hurt the most badly manual trading. It's a double-edged sword. So you really need to know what you're doing to be in trading. Notice that package 8 and package 9 contemplate those areas of manual trading with crypto. And then the professional level is NFTs, play to earn gaming, which is, I had no idea how big this topic area is. Play to earn is huge, very, very popular. The final package in the set is package 12. This is one that I think is just really going to turn into an exclusive mastermind group, those that play here. The whole set, all 12, $10,000 all in. You can do them incrementally. You can work your way up. You can earn your way up. So you don't have to start out with $10,000. You can start out with $200. You can start out with $30 if you choose to. Just want to test the water, and then see what the quality is like. And if you like it, you'll figure out ways to get into the additional packages that you want to. So the first 3 we call Phase 1 or Bundle 1. Phase 1 is one that entitles you also the $200 purchase to access to live. In other words, you go through the material on the website, and these first 3 packages are on the website now. They were just recently delivered, and we're excited about the content. It's really good. They're there. So when you have the 3 packages, that also entitles you then to have access to the live information, which happens once a week right now, Thursday evenings Pacific time. We have a training this evening. We also make available to you, if you are in Phase 1, meaning you've purchased the 3 packages, we have something that we're doing with our team to add additional value above and beyond what the company adds. We're going to help you get into security. I was just reminded of that literally the last 2 days. My Facebook ad account got hacked, and one of my guys on my team, fellow from Bangladesh, both of our accounts got hacked, and whoever's doing this is a pro. They're really good. And so I've got Facebook on the case, but it was the reminder how important security is. And I know what I'm doing in technology. And in spite of that, it happens from time to time. These hackers are, I think we're dealing with a professional level hacker because the stuff they're up to, it's very sophisticated. We're putting in strong passwords, reset them immediately. They went right around them like we were standing still. So Facebook is on it. Credit card companies are on it. It's my tale of woe. But the reminder of how important security is. DeFi wallets, if you don't know what that is or have those, transactional wallets, hardware wallets, we'll get into that. Scam buster education is not only with us as a team, but also in the initial packages. It's one of the offerings. This is a really important area. And I say that because there's so many people that are getting scammed in the marketplace. If you heard of IPC, COTPS, Swapnex, MetaFi fielders, these are people that have run off with people's money. Okay, whether they recognize it or not, the customers, they were duped. And I say that, it's troubling when you see the number of scammers that there are out there, and they're basically out there to steal people's money. And will we help identify everyone? No, I'm sure we won't, because they're like moles in the yard. They're popping up all the time, and and they keep coming back. But if you get the radar to identify them, or at least have a group that you can say, hey, this one looks sort of interesting, it's kind of shiny object, does it pass the tests? This is an area where you can have that discussion. And it's a really important discussion to have, because there's no quicker way to take a hit on your financial future than to have somebody run off with your money. If you can help avoid that by being better educated, that by itself is a great value. And then we've got some other things that we'll show you in here. If you get into the affiliate part, we have a system that generates leads that you can participate in. It's optional, but if you want to do that, we have a customer relationship manager system, which we'll teach you how to use in here, and you can use it for other business as well, not just Definity Fi Academy. Phase 2, we're going to get into additional passive income tools that we're fond of, above and beyond the ones that the company is advocating. Speaking of the ones the company is advocating, here is a crypto bot and a Forex EA, a Forex bot that are available from the company. These are good products, solid, good, sustainable types of income, passive income that comes in, and we'll show you how to work these. The education will help you get up to speed on how to work these. The DeFi FX product I'm very excited about. It gets very nice, consistent returns and very low drawdown. If you're in automated trading, you know what that means. If you're not, don't worry. We'll be gentle, but it's good is the punchline. It's getting good, consistent results, and we're excited about it. Now, I'm going to kind of shift gears here a little bit and get into the compensation. And the compensation and the products themselves are all delivered via smart contract. What's that? What's a smart contract? I mean, it always begs the question. I want, this is just my personality. Is there a dumb contract? I don't know, maybe. A smart contract is something that executes what it's told to do instantly, and all the parties that are part of this then enjoy the benefits of whatever the smart contract is designed to do. In this case, deliver the products. So you connect your decentralized app over to the website. Do that once. Once that connection is made, anytime you come back, you log in, it knows that it's you. So it's not a login like you're used to. This now we're getting into an area that may be a departure for many. You're in real DeFi world, okay? You have a specific type of wallet, which is like Token Pocket, SafePal, which is our personal favorite is SafePal. MetaMask is another. Trust Wallet. Those are all things that encompass this area of DApp or decentralized apps, wallets that are decentralized. In other words, you put the link over to the website inside the wallet itself. Not going there via web browser, you go there via the actual wallet. And what they do is initially it creates the connection, then the customer can purchase the products they want, then those products are delivered to the customer, and then anybody involved in the marketing team is compensated instantly. I mean instantly. Within seconds, you have your commission in your wallet, ready to go. Don't have to ask for it. It's just delivered automatically. It's the coolest thing in the world. How much money is paid out? A lot. Basically, here's 60% that goes to the team, in overrides, 15% for directs, 10% for tokens that are able to be used for things like this. And this list is going to expand a great deal. We're still in beta and will be until October, because there's a lot of stuff involved here. So it's a great timing to get involved. There are smart contract companies, by the way, that have put hundreds of thousands or millions in some cases and either had a mediocre product or no product at all. And in spite of that, they put in millions. What if you actually had great products that people really want and, more importantly, really need, and you're compensated well, and the smart contract is using the BNB token from Binance and the Binance Smart Chain. So it's competitive, it's fast, it's all the things. It's 2022 technology. You know, the old 2-year-old ERC20 tokens with Ethereum, that's ancient history, you know, 2 years old. Isn't that kind of funny to say that in the world? 2 years old technology is historic. So 10% for the reward tokens. The remaining 15% goes to expenses right off the top. In other words, with a smart contract company, see, the beauty is once it's in place, it just runs. Ultimately, you're going to see this company go into something called a decentralized autonomous organization. The acronym for that is DAO. You're going to hear the word DAO a lot more these days, meaning it's not any, 2 or 3 people running it. We have our founders here. Tuan Nguyen and Edgardo Valdivieso, 2 really fine gentlemen that are very capable business people, very capable in networking, very capable in crypto. But ultimately, they want to step back and make it a DAO. What does a DAO mean? It means that everybody that's involved has a vote in how the organization goes, because there's no longer a necessity to have any one particular person or people at the helm. That's defined. It's the most democratic thing there is, which is I love the whole idea of that. Anyway, that's a different webinar, different day. Most of the 15% is going to be paid back to us in the form of profit share. There's a very small percentage that will go to the hosting and maybe fine tuning of the smart contract from time to time. The programmers, we find something that isn't just quite right, and that then comes off the top. But the remainder gets paid to the field that has built an organization here. That's paid out in this manner. That 15%, whatever is left, is paid. There are different bonuses here. There's a speed bonus, a cycle bonus, top performers, leadership. If you have a background in smart contract type of compensation with matrices, if you have that background and you're interested in really rolling up your sleeves and seeing this, we will be able to show this to you on a video, as well as do individual training, for people that really are networking pros. I'll come back to this at a later time, but today what I want to focus on is the basics. And the basics are somebody's either a customer, a member, or an affiliate. Well, a customer, kind of self-evident, they want the product. An affiliate says, hey, I have a YouTube channel, I'm an influencer, I don't want to build a team, I don't want to do any of that, I just want a link and I want to make some extra money. The member is the area that really is the most interesting from my vantage point, because it combines customer and affiliate together. So if you're interested in getting the products and you're interested in making money, a member is the way that you can make the most. Because we are compliant in the USA, that's a big statement, we are compliant in the USA from a regulatory standpoint. We have to have the ability to have somebody be a customer without doing anything else, or an affiliate without doing anything else. We have to. However, if somebody, says, what should I do? I'm going to recommend they be a member, because it doesn't cost any more than being a customer. They're the same price, and this allows you to be able to market our products and services. Okay, so I'm kind of like, why would somebody not want to do that? Now, a lot of people like me are starting out right from the beginning as a member, because we know right away that, yes, I want to be a customer, but I also absolutely want to market the products and services. So again, member is the one I would have you focus on. It doesn't cost any more. Here's how you make money here. These are direct rewards. These are your personals, the directs that you sign up. On your first 3, you receive 10% of what they purchase. This is in every one of the 12 matrices, okay? And each of the matrices are independent of one another. You'll often have some of the same people in multiple matrices, or communities as we call them, but here's how you're paid on them. I'm going to just focus on the $30 one here. So 10%, 10%, 10%, $3, $3, $3, $15%, $4.50. Okay, on the $30 one. And keep in mind, they go from $30 to $2,500. The mechanics work the same. You can do the math. By number 4, you're getting the full bore. Where does the extra 5% go on the first 3? Well, I'll come back to that. You go out and you enroll 5. You enroll number 6, you have your money back. That's what a lot of people want to know, is how do I get my money back? I want to get to a break even as quick as possible. Enroll 6. Now, to answer your question about the extra 5%, where that is, let me get there, is right here. So you enroll Frank here. You make 15% on his enrollment, but then he enrolls people 10%, 10%. You get the differential, the 5%, that goes up to you. It also goes up to you if one of Frank's guys does this. Let's say he's just enrolled 2. He's going to earn 10% on each of those. You're going to earn the difference of 5% on those 2. And if there's nobody in here that's enrolled at least 3, you're going to earn 5% on all of them. And that starts to look like this. In other words, you have 5% on a whole lot of people. If you've enrolled 5, you are then eligible to earn commission all the way down in the whole matrices. And what does that look like? Well, here's 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3, you know, mind-boggling numbers. By level 12 here, generation 12, 531,000. Cumulative total, almost 800,000 people. Now, will it ever work exactly like this? No, because we don't live in a perfect world. What will this number be? That's like saying, what will the market do? I don't know, because I don't know who you're going to enroll. I don't know what your skills are. I don't know what their skills are, and nobody does, you know. But sometimes they'll surprise you. The ones that you think are going to do nothing do a lot. The ones you think are going to do a lot do nothing. It's real life, real people. Here's what I do know. You get 5% on all of them. If you've enrolled 5 people yourself, whatever you build here, you're going to get 5% of their sales. Wow, is that a big number? Let me show you how big, okay? So here's just with a $30 matrix now. This is the perfect world model, 3 who get 3 who get 3. You got 363 people in total in your organization. You're going to make $545 back just through 5 levels. Through 7 levels, you're going to make $4,900 back. Again, perfect world example. We don't live in one. What if you took that first example and you cut it in half? You'd still make $270 through 5 levels, okay? What if you cut it in a third? You'd still make $180. You start to see how, and more importantly, you're delivering a product that people really want and really need. In other words, it's not hurting people like some of the Ponzi stuff. It's really helping them get up to speed quickly on an area they really want to get their brain around. So you're delivering real value and getting compensated nicely to do so. If you do this, that you see on the screen right here, you're then eligible to be in what's called a master community. What's that? This is... People are invited to participate in this community when they have 120 people in their first 5 levels. Once you've done that, then you're eligible to be in here. You can be in here, and if you choose to be in here, you have the opportunity to have the very best people in the company underneath you, particularly if you're high up in here. Wow. These are people, you know, anybody that's invited to be in this community is somebody that's really done the deal, meaning they're a known quantity, they're good. So this is a very exciting element of the comp plan. Now, I want to just show you what it looks like all the way down 12 levels just to show you the possibilities. And keeping in mind, this is just the $30 matrix. Okay, they go up from here. But if you had this take place, look at what you've earned by level 12 cumulatively. Now, again, it'll never happen like this exactly. But what if you got half that? What if you got a third of that? What if you got a quarter? Shoot. What if you got a tenth of that? That's still $100K, guys, just on this matrix. Doesn't count the $50 matrix, the $120 matrix, you know, etc. In other words, they get bigger from here. And they work exactly the same, only add zeros and commas. But what if you got a 20 of this over time? That's 50 grand on a $30 investment. If your team builds out and does not, you know, you fail miserably and make 50 grand on a $30 investment, on a $30 purchase that you purchased. What if? You know, and this is why smart contracts are so powerful. The income is astronomical and it's really good. Now, what do you need to do next? The first thing is decide which packages you want, okay? What is a comfort level for you as far as becoming involved? A lot of people will start with $200 because that's 3 packages that gets them access to the live information. The first thing you want to do is teach your people to do the same thing and go out. Excuse me, first thing you want to do is enroll 5 people. Find people that are, you know, interested in what we have. Enroll your 6th one, you have your money back, and then number 3 is go out and teach your people to do the same thing. Rinse and repeat. These are the steps, real simple. Go out and get 5 yourself in each matrix. Go out and then get number 6, you've got your money back in that particular matrix, and then work on teaching your people to do exactly the same thing, okay? It's that simple. Now, what I'm going to show you real quickly here, is just to touch on this, is if you are interested in really taking your team to the next level, taking your business to the next level, we have power tools is what we call them. Power tools are why you're here. If you're here from Nigeria, India, Ghana, United Arab Emirates, there were some other countries in the mix today, Papua New Guinea, lots of places outside. I'm in the U.S. If you're outside of the U.S., almost always you got here via internet marketing. There's a system that we have developed, my team, myself, and a key member of my team called the Rotator. The Rotator just basically distributes leads, and all of this is optional. You don't have to do this. This is not company provided. This is our team doing this. But what this does is it's a funnel, a co-op, and then it rotates the leads into a customer relationship manager, a database that manages your leads. This is how professional salespeople do things. This is the system that we've got in place. Again, you don't have to do this. It's optional. But you came through an advertisement on Facebook, probably. You registered for a webinar like this one. You came into our funnel system, and then the lead went into the Rotator and was distributed among the participants in the co-op. If you're a professional networker, you realize how powerful what I'm saying is. In other words, that you have access to something that is scalable. You can enroll people, even if you don't get into the Rotator yourself, but you enroll somebody that does, you enjoy the benefit of ballistic growth on their team. Wow. I like that word, ballistic. You know, crazy cool growth. How much is it to participate? It's $100 per co-op share. You will get sometimes 100 leads, sometimes less than 100, sometimes more. Facebook is an auction format, so it's just a function of what they're charging on any given day. But the leads are generally under $1, okay? Sometimes more, so it depends on the market that we're in, but you can get as many of these as you want. They're delivered directly to a CRM system that we have, which is a really terrific system. Won't get into the detail of that, but what it does is it starts sending follow-up emails and event invites. If you came into our system, you've seen these, right? You've seen emails coming out from the system, and also from TimefreedomTeam.com, event invites to this, to these webinars. This system is $47 a month. You can use it, by the way, the database part of this, the CRM, the Customer Relationship Manager, you can use it for whatever business you're in addition to Definity Academy. You don't have to use it exclusively for this. So it's a very, very powerful thing. There's also a little bit of an affiliate plan with this, 3-tier affiliate plan, 15%, 5 and 5. So you can very quickly enroll enough people that yours is paid for. So what have I gone over today? I've showed you how we have curated education that is tailored to help you earn passive income, and that it's convenient. You don't have to go searching around for it. It's widely available, you know, to you and to your customers and your clientele. Also shown you things that, if you choose to engage in our business, are very exciting to be aware of, and if you have the resources to use these, they can really just absolutely propel your business very rapidly. Now, what to do next? Step one is to get the link of the person that referred you here. It looks like this that you see on the screen. It will have, in place of these X's at the end, it will have numbers. You need that link. If you don't know who referred you here, if you're getting emails from us, if you're getting an email from TimefreedomTeam.com, just go in the email and look for the green box. There's one in the middle and one at the bottom of every email. Whoever's in the green box, that's who you'd enroll with, because they paid their share of the co-op, so they're entitled, you know, if that's who you're getting the email from, or who's in the green box, that's who you should enroll with. And basically, you go through the process. When you get that link, you put it into your wallet, you go over to the website. Again, I want to encourage you to enroll as a member. It doesn't cost anymore. You have the ability then to earn commission. And now, as far as the dollar amounts, to purchase 3 packages, you'll need approximately $225 in your wallet in the BNB coin. Okay, and the BNB coin is widely available. You can get it on Binance.com. There's lots of places you can get BNB, and then transfer it over to your SafePal wallet. Once you have it there, you're this far away from the goal line. You're just about there. For 3 packages, it's $200, but there's also gas and smart contract fees. It will be less than $225. What is it? It changes day by day. So what is it today? It'll be different than tomorrow. But what I do know is it will be considerably less than this. Whatever is left over will be in your wallet, and you've got a good coin to own, which is the 5th largest coin in the world. If you take out the two, what am I looking for? I want to say safe coins. My brain isn't working today. the stable coins. The stable coins, the BNB coin is number 3 on the overall coin list. So it's a very good quality coin. You'll have some money left over there. If you decide to buy the 6 packages, that's $1,100. Like to see you have $1,200 in your wallet. You'll have more than enough to execute the purchase with the fuel and the smart contract fee. You'll have a little bit of money left over. And this gets you all the way through 6 packages. So with that, I want to go ahead and thank you for coming today. Thank you for attending, and thank you for being our guest on the webinar today. We're going to get into phase 2 of this in just a second and answer questions. Here again is the income disclaimer. I want to encourage you to take a screenshot of this because it's a very important disclaimer document. We try to do things correctly, and this is part of that is making sure that we properly disclaim what we do, and maybe more importantly, what we don't do. So with that, here's the next step. I'll leave this on the screen. What I'd like to invite you to do is also take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to open the link here to the site and then send that out to everybody, because on here you can get into our groups. You can see presentations 24/7. So this is a site that if you get one site from me, this is the most important one, is TimefreedomTeam.club. And I've just sent it out in chat. Be sure to click that link and then favorite place this, bookmark this, because here you've got the ability to send prospects over here and have them see the information, to plug into our Facebook group, our Telegram group. Underneath our Telegram group here we have subgroups for Nigeria, for India, for Spanish-speaking people, and as demand is there, we'll no doubt be adding additional groups that it's important. Nigeria has some very specific things for Nigeria, so we need to have things addressed for our Nigerian colleagues. In the country of India, Hindi, we have native Hindi speakers that are in our Indian group. So if you happen to be from India and English is not your first tongue, don't worry, we've got you covered. We also have a Spanish-speaking group. How you get there, how you find the different information is you go ahead and click on the link there on the website. It will take you over to Telegram. And on Telegram, here is our main group. You see it on the screen here. And you see that there's a pinned message on the main group. Just click the pinned message once you're in the group, and then there are actually 8 pinned messages. Just scroll up. Here's the Nigerian group. Here is the Indian group. The Spanish-speaking group is down here at the bottom. And then there's also a lot of other good information in here to help you get up to speed. Our group rules are in here and so forth. If you're in Nigeria, as an example, this is an important one for the Nigerians because there's some issues there with the government regulations on crypto. If you click here, you'll go to the Nigerian subgroup, then click on the pin message again, and you'll be able to get information in the Nigerian subgroup about how do I convert my Naira into BNB coin, and all of the tips and all the things that will help you do that using the Binance P2P function, peer-to-peer function. So that is all on our website. Okay, and also our YouTube channel. I'd encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then, step 3, get the link of the person that referred you here. It may be somebody that was participating in our co-op. It may be your buddy that called you up and said, hey, there's this webinar, and this old dude from the USA that is going to be presenting it. I'm working with him, and you invite somebody here. Here's what we do. We're going to find out every time how you got here. Nobody got here accidentally. Why is that important? If you get involved as an affiliate and you're sending your guests here, we do not want to sign your guests up. We want you to sign your guests up. We're going to redirect them back to you. We don't want to eat your lunch. So it's very important. When we ask the question, how did you get here? It's for very good reason. We want to make sure whoever's doing the work gets the credit. Once you have that link, in other words, whoever did invite you here, you're a step closer. Then the 4th step here is go get your SafePal wallet set up. You've got to get your BNB coins, however you do that. If you have a Binance account or lots of other KuCoin or lots of other exchanges out there have the BNB coin, you send it over to your SafePal wallet. Here we have the links to Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. And then over here is once you have your BNB in your SafePal, you're this far away from the goal line. Click over here, and this is how to purchase the different packages and how to create the connection between your SafePal wallet, your DApp, and the DefinityFi site. And then step number 5 is rinse and repeat. Go through step 1 through 4. And all of our tools, by the way, are down here under the Dropbox. So if you like the presentation that I just did here, you've immediately got access to the PowerPoint version and the Keynote version on the Mac. Up here is our event calendar. You can see exactly what's going on at any point in time. If you add this calendar to your calendar, it'll automatically recompute all of the times in your time zone. So if you're in Lagos and you say, wait a minute, this all looks funny to me as far as times, you're right, it's my time, it's Pacific time. I'm 8 hours behind you. Add the calendar, it'll be in your time on your Google Calendar. If you don't know how to do that, watch the video at the top. I put a little video there to explain it. Once you have it set up, it's easy squeezy. It really is. Really handy, though, to have this added to your calendar, because the brain damage of having to compute the times every time is kind of a pain in the neck. And so when you go into an event, as an example, here was the link for today. Click on this. Here's the link to register. Okay, so you can then turn around and use this link and send it out to other people and say, hey, join me on this webinar, even if you can't be here. Be sure to mention to them, to your people that you're going to send as guests. By the way, if you do that, be sure to mention your name and say, be sure when he says who got you here to mention my name. Make sure you're going to get credit for it. Don't make me work too hard to find out how they got here. But you don't have to be here. We really will do our best to ensure that you get the credit, the commission for the people that you send here. We do not want to sign up people and go around our people. That's just not right. And we try to maintain those ethics to the letter. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring it in for a close of this part. Part 2 is the Q&A, and delighted that you are still here, and delighted that you've invested the time. So if you have a question, please raise your hand, and we will be sure to bring you on mic.